What is going on, everybody? We are back with another gameplay video. Who knew that this channel still does that? We got it, and this time it's Token Druid. Token Druid has kind of come into like the tier 1 of the meta since the mini set. It's off. It could be considered probably the best deck right now. It's super aggressive. It goes super wide, and it kind of does it for no mana a lot of times. I've been really enjoying this list. I'm bringing it to qualifiers this weekend, so I've been playing a little bit with it, and I want to do a quick deck guide and gameplay video for you guys. So in this video, we will go over the deck. I'm going to give you a super spicy tip on how to play this deck, and then we'll do 2 or 3 games. I've not started recording the games yet, but since the early season in ladder, I am 7-0 with this. I feel like a bully, but knowing how recording goes, that's going to end up being 7-7 by the end of this. But guys, leave a like, subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you in the client to go over the deck and then show you a few games. Take it easy. So the version I'm running is the Gibberling version. There also is the Treant version, but both decks are pretty similar. The Gibberling list tends to be a little faster, where the Treant version has 2 cards that unfortunately I don't have crafted right now. One is Runic Carvings, and the other one is the legendary Goru the Might Tree. These cards allow you to go a little longer against control decks, where the Gibberling version tends to fizzle out if the game doesn't end by turn 6 or 7 at the latest. But let's go over this list. Let's talk about what's in it, why it's in there, and get into the games. So obviously this deck runs Gibberling. Gibberling is a 1-mana 1-moment spell burst that says when you cast a spell, summon a copy of this. So you summon another Gibberling. Sorry, it's not a copy. It's just another 1/1, and you can keep chaining that over and over again. We have a bunch of token generators like Dreamway Guardians and Power of the Wild, as well as Arbor Up, which is a phenomenal new card, and Glowfly Swarm at the top end. We can get some value out of those wide boards if they get cleared with Soul of the Forest, and our wide boards can do a ton of damage with Savage Roar or Arbor Up, like we previously mentioned. If we really need some late game burst, we have Solar Eclipse to double the effect of something like Savage Roar or Arbor Up, or even Glowfly Swarm. Probably want to focus on Arbor Up and Savage Roar a little more though. Aside from that, we have mana sheet cards like Innervate and Lightning Bloom, and Nature Studies. Now, Nature Studies is the card I want to talk about real quick. Sometimes people play this on 1, and it's a weaker play on turn 1. Because if you wait till turn 3, this deck doesn't have a lot of options for turn 3. It has Fungal Fortunes, which is great, draw 3, and Savage Roar, which is an endgame card. So oftentimes, maybe you have like a Rising Wind to summon a 3/2 Eagle, or a Power of the Wild to summon a Panther of the same cost, or move a mini with Lunar Eclipse. Nature Studies on 3 allows you to make your Arbor Up or Glowfly Swarm cost 4, so you can tempo it on 4 a turn early, or if you're a degenerate, you have Lightning Bloom or Innervate on turn 2 or 3 just to cheat out everything else. Regardless, sometimes it's not right to go Gibberling Nature Studies on turn 1. Sometimes it is. It kind of depends on the deck you're playing against and what you're trying to do with your current hand. Finally, to avoid value trades, we have Lunar Eclipse, which makes your next spell cost 2 less, and a lot of our spells cost 2 less. Be careful about playing this with Innervate or Lightning Bloom right after it. That's often not going to get you what you want. But guys, this deck is great. Very highly rated tier 1 according to Vicious Syndicate. So I'm going to show you some gameplay, and enjoy the video. Against a Warlock. So we really want those fast starts. I really like being on coin. I like Dreamway Guardians. I like Lightning Bloom, but I really want to get into something. So I think maybe we're definitely keeping the Dreamway Guardians. I think we're keeping Nature Studies. I don't think we need to keep Lightning Bloom for keeping Nature Studies, and I don't think we need Power of the Wild because we have a minion play. Arbor Up is really good. Okay. So this could be anything. This Spirit Jailer's in both lists, right? We're good. We don't need to do anything this turn. So this is probably Galakrond or a control Warlock style deck. We'll just play this out. If it gets cleared, that's fine. In fact, it's probably better if it does, right? Okay, so this is Galakron Warlock. Could just Bloom here. Bloom into Arbor up. It's pretty good. Or we could give these all +1/+1. And then... There's some different plays here. We can Hero Power trade. Buff trade, and then they can't clear it well. So... I also want to do this, though, right? Like, I want that Nature Studies to come down. Well, Nature Studies is always happening, so let's start with that. Moonfire is actually really good.
Time grows short.
Can Moonfire and then just coin out Arbor up next turn? I like that. This trade and that trade, and then summon this, and even if it gets cleared, we're not that sad. School Spirits actually just decimates this board, right? Looks like they don't have it though. Okay, that's good. That's fine. So let's go really wide here. Without lightning blooming. So let's coin. Actually, we don't want to coin. I want to use coin in this next turn. So let's give our minions +1/+1. And then we'll just send everything face. So this still gets cleared by School Spirits though, unfortunately. Yeah. That sucks. I think the play here is to Lightning Bloom, Solar Eclipse, summon some Treants, and then, just so they can't get a clear Plague of Flames, do that. And this sets up lethal. So we did that because now they can't set up Plague of Flames by playing a Galakron minion. I mean, they still can do a lot of damage by playing a Galakron minion, but they can't clear this with Dark Skies. They'd have to use 2, which sucks. We're kind of all in on this point. Set them to 8. I mean, setting them 8 is fine, but... Okay, so we're setting them to 5. Fungal Fortunes is great. That's exactly what we wanted. Savage War's really good. Okay, so we do have some follow-up. I don't think our board lives is not likely to live right now, but we will see. Why are you... They have to have a way not to die this turn, right? Like, they have to have a Dark Skies or a Taunt. Oh, they don't? Wow. Okay, so going all in was the right play there. Let's see if we can get another. Against a Hunter. So Hunter's also fast. We really need Gibberling on turn 1. Like, that card makes this deck work. And I have played a handful of games. and some of them have just gone poorly because my head I don't think is in it right now, which is unfortunate. But without the Gibberling, this is such a slow start. We need this Gibberling. So let's get rid of Soul of the Forest. We'll keep everything else. This will take care of some early board, and Arbor Up, phenomenal card. Especially if we get Nature Studies. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are not going to save the coin for the Arbor Up. We are just going to create a Y board. And next turn, if this is Explosive Trap, we will give all minions +1/+1. It won't save this stuff, actually, though, but it will keep a 3/1. I don't know, that's a little iffy. Maybe we just don't attack for a little bit if they get that. Yeah, I don't think we're attacking. Or, what's the alternative? We wait 3 turns and just control the board? Is that the better play? Or is leaving a... Well, this isn't Glowfly Swarms, right? Like, this can be played on an empty board. So instead of attacking this turn, I'm going to play these. I'm going to chill. And then next turn I can Power of the Wild, which will allow me to save more of my board. So let's send this Gibberling in first. So we knew that was going to be Explosive Trap. We're going to send this Gibberling in first again because if it's Freezing Trap, which it's not, we could have got it back in our hand. So Arbor Up will come down in 2 turns, which is good. Keeping their life lower is also good. Hounds actually clears this, unfortunately, but that's fine. We just clear this with a Lunar Eclipse. And then next turn we can go in with the Arbor Up. I think this is fine. We could also draw cards. But I think using this for refill is better. Actually, let's go... We can discount it. I forgot about that. So let's discount it. There's another Arbor Up. There's an Innervate. Let's Nature Studies this turn. And we can use this along with the Arbor Up next turn to clear out a minion or something. I like that. Bow is fine. I'm not too worried about the bow. We also have this for a minion, but I think we'll just Arbor Up next turn. And then we will chill again. Yeah, we can't do anything else this turn. Don't really know what secret this is. Because it's not Freezing Trap, it's not Pack... Oh, it could be Pack Tactics, I guess. It's not something that triggers upon attacking face. So at this point, I don't think I can care about what these things are doing. I think I have to keep just pushing damage face. That's really good. I want to do as much of this as I can. So I think what we're doing is we are allowing all this to happen. So it's 8. We need 9, so this will make 9. Well, do we need... Well, let's just make... Because this will... Yeah, we don't need 9. So we can cast this right here. We can make the next spell cast twice. We can Arbor up. And then I'm just gonna go face for 10.
This will be good. Time grows short.
Okay, that was good. That's a good turn.
Step up to get blown.
So Tonks? That's not Tonks. I don't think that's gonna do what they want it to do.
Masterful.
Yep.
I can see.
Not too bad. Golden. I have like no wins with Druid. Back to 7.